the Sydney United Pumas looking vulnerable for the trip to Belmore. Awaiting them, a remodelled UTS Olympic under caretaker player coach David Mitchell. A traditional 4-4-2 formation may be the answer to unleashing Olympics' creative power. That's our Ericsson Cup match of the day. UTS Olympic versus Sydney United. Our commentator, Paul Williams.
And it's almost perfect conditions for football here at Belmore, with the cool air starting to come across the ground as we take a look at the UTS Olympic side. And Olympic have changed their shape under new coach David Mitchell and now have a 4-4-2 formation. Abbas Saad and Tome lead the attack, which means that a role in midfield is there for Kris Trajanovski, last year's top scorer. Brett Emerton comes into the side to replace the injured Adam Tianta, and also David Mitchell, the coach, names himself as a substitute as well. We'll take a look shortly at the Sydney United side, and they have changes forced upon them after finishing with 9 men last week, but they call on impressive depth. Velimir Kupresak, he comes into the defence alongside Australian under-20 international Richard Plesa as the two markers replacing the injured Rudan and the suspended Mark Babic. Aytek Genc slots into Paul Balokopic's midfield role to complete the reshuffle. Even with 3 changes, it's hard to see any weaknesses in this side. New challenge for David Mitchell from player to coach. The transition is never easy. He's trying to still combine them both as we take another look at the challenge from Abbas Saad on Jason Čulina. United down the right-hand side. It's a deep cross. Genc is there. He managed to get ahead on the ball. Genc takes the shot off the line. Well, Baillie had just wandered back to that post for some reason. An instinctive bit of defending from him. He was certainly at the right place. Still, United come forward. Saad was fouled. Zdrilić is onside. David Zdrilić cuts onto the left foot. Franken comfortably positioned. And a good throw from him as well, as Emerton makes up ground down the right-hand side. Abbas Saad. Let's just take another look at this earlier incident when Genc got on the end of the cross and he took the volley. It came off a man, and there was Baillie. An Olympic come down the other end and firing the shot at Zeljko Kalac. And both goalkeepers have been required to do some work in this opening 8.5 minutes. And it's a very lively match here at Belmore. Genc down the left. Here we have another look at the... Just look at Baillie at the top of your screen going back to do a bit of covering. And there it was perfect placement by the Olympic defender. Nudged on. Tome at the near post. Good shot on the turn. Not a lot to work with there for Tome. But the shot was going to find the back of the net. But for Zeljko Kalac getting involved. Zdrilić getting forward now. Miličić will take on his man. Genc joining in down the left. Miličić. Goal! Well, he's in irresistible form, Ante Miličić. That's number 13 for the season. And didn't he make it look easy when there was plenty to do? Genc joined into the attack after Miličić really started it off. Baillie was in close attendance. A quick turn. He just placed it past the goalkeeper. But that's his early involvement in the move with the back heel. Genc was quick to join in the attack after Marušić and Kalac combined to get United on the attack. But just look at this. One touch and past the goalkeeper, and that's 1-0. Augerinos to Tome. Quick little pass to Ardone. Nice little skip from Walter Ardone. Oh, that's a great ball. Offside. super move from UTS Olympic. And the vision from Ardone was quite superb. But Tome was clearly offside. It was a good decision from the refereeing team. But just look at the pass here. Ardone didn't look up. It was an instinctive pass from him. Tome, as you would expect in that situation, finished with ease. And more signs that are encouraging for Olympic. Just look at this pass. Great ball. Good finish, but it doesn't count. Emerton wide on the right, deep cross, chance here. Oh, just over the bar from Augerinos. Well, Emerton did well to put in Ardone. The cross was brilliant. Took out everybody straight onto the head of Augerinos, but he couldn't get over the ball. But further signs that UTS Olympic can take on the league leaders here. A beautifully worked move. Just the final attempt on goal was the only thing lacking. Trajkovski. Good ball from him. Zdrilić, only the goalkeeper to beat. Franken, good save. Great turn from Zdrilić. Branko Čulina is a little frustrated, but he used his body beautifully to hold off Augerinos. He took the shot first time, and Franken did just enough to steer the ball over the bar. But that is where Zdrilić is normally so dangerous, in the one-on-ones. Franken, to his credit, stood his ground and kept them at bay. Marušić now for Sydney United. That's a good ball again. Moric forward, working it onto his left foot. Trajkovski tries the shot. Oh! That was brilliant from Rob Trajkovski. Well, it was so unexpected. That what really made it as good as it was. It was going right in that top left-hand corner. Let's give some credit too to Franken. But you would have bet your house that Trajkovski would ping this one to the back post. But he just went straight for goal. Well, surely there are more goals to come in this game. Both sides are creating chances so fluently, and now Miličić is in space on the right-hand side. Ante Miličić is onside. Again, Franken, brilliant save. Well, if Sydney United don't take out the full 3 points here, they'll look back on chances early in the second half, when Miličić here and David Zdrilić just had Tony Franken to beat, and on both occasions it was the goalkeepers that won the duel. And this is good play. Emerton. Advantage play. Trajanovski on the turn. Good shot! Well, great work for Kalac there to hang on to that slippery ball. Emerton was involved, and the shot came in from Trajanovski. He still hasn't lost his desire to find the back of the net. Outnumbered. Oh, that was great play from Barrett to just burst through the gap. Mitchell Flag stays down. Chance for Tome. Kalac did well. Well, it was interesting. After Kalac made the save, he motioned to the bench to bring a substitute on. So I'm just wondering if someone at the back is struggling. Mitchell won it in the air. And that's what UTS Olympic need. A man in the middle to take advantage of the cross. But Mitchell was provider here. Tome's ball control just let him down there. Mitchell looking away, got some space himself. Still Mitchell, he's gone down. Penalty! Mark Shield has given a penalty to Olympic with less than 2 minutes on the clock. And the coach has come on and made a difference. Let's take another look here. Mitchell went past Enes. Enes was just a little bit too aggressive with the challenge. Mitchell went down. The penalty's been given. Kalac still not ready. Trajanovski is. Can he level the scoreline? He can! So the timing of the goal was crucial. And the timing of the shot was equally as good. Kalac had no chance. As we take another look here, he went for power. He got power. He almost hit it into the ground somewhat, but Kalac guessed wrong. He did hit it into the ground. It wasn't a clean strike, but it was a successful strike. Tome can't get there, and that is the final whistle from Mark Shield. It was a game in which the scoreline didn't really reflect the attacking feel of the match. Both sides were committed to the full 3 points here. And in the end, they'll both have to settle for one. But the final score here at Belmore is UTS Olympic 1, Sydney United 1.
And the man of the match was Olympics goalkeeper Tony Franken for those remarkable saves that kept his team alive when the score was 1-0. And that late penalty caused plenty of anguish for Sydney United. Goalscorer Ante Miličić wasn't too disappointed, considering United were forced into 3 changes for the match.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously we miss a lot. Paul Blagojevic in the midfield. He is the hard man for us, and I'm not sure if we had that balance today. But then again, you know, if you want to win a grand final, you got to have a strong depth squad, and that's what we've got. But the boys that filled in tonight did very well. You know, I mean, it wasn't a disaster. We did all right in patches, but you know, unfortunately, the game's about getting 3 points, and we didn't do that tonight.
I mean, we've still got 7 games to go. There's still 21 points up for grabs, and you know, hopefully we can, hopefully a few results went for us today. But we're not that far out of the top 6, so you know, I think we've got a good chance.
Yes, indeed. Kris Trajanovski. John, how did you size up that match yesterday?
Well, Sydney United showing their depth, which they were without several of their players. But I think the good thing generally for football is that Olympic are not dead, and there were signs there yesterday that they are on the way back. And but a terrific, typical derby game, lots of controversy, and a first-class match.
Good first goal.
Les, Sydney United, I mean, we've spoken so often in this program. Their first goal was class again. They've worked the ball from their own defence through midfield, and just doing so many things so well, interplay among so many players, and the great finish from Miličić, who is involved setting it up, and then involved finishing, and of course Genc involved as well. But at this stage, it did look like Sydney United, despite their problems and reduced staff, that they were going to run away with this game. But to their credit, Olympic came back. In fact, early in the second half, you would have thought that Olympic perhaps could have taken the match out. But they can thank Tony Franken, who was by far the man of the match for me. The quality of his saving, and it's terrific to see Tony back and in such good form. When he first came into the Canberra team many years ago, I thought I hadn't seen a better young keeper than Tony Franken. He's had his ups and downs with injury and change of clubs, but another goalkeeper hailing for Perth. I think their record in producing goalkeepers is second to none. And speaking of goalkeepers, of course, Kalac back in such good form, saving there at a crucial moment when the game could have turned against them. But this was the controversial thing in the game. Was this a penalty or not? Sydney United saying it was obstruction. I felt that it was a penalty. I felt it was a push. And there. And I don't think there's any doubt that that was a penalty. Sydney United, of course, will disagree with me.
Maybe they won't.
Which is fair enough. It's a game of opinions. But I thought Mark Shields, the referee, again had a terrific match. The only incident in the game could have been this one where it wasn't picked up. Paul Williams saw it this way.
As we take another look here, he went for power. He got power. He almost hit it into the ground somewhat, but Kalac guessed wrong. He did hit it into the ground. It wasn't a clean strike, but it was a successful strike.
You'll see it from this angle, and it's very hard to pick up. But there he is, kicks the ball. It actually hits his other foot. There is a deflect. It doesn't go into the ground as Paul, on his first observation, thought. There is a deflect, and I mean, technically, that shouldn't have been a goal.
Hard one to pick.